All right, so welcome. Today's day two of day three, whereby we're talking about how you can be able to market on social media using Facebook. Now, maybe just an highlighter is that what you're learning here is something that is a training that you can be able to take and use it to be able to market any other program, any other business out there, right? But we've tried at least to customize it for InteBooks. But actually, this is knowledge that you can be able to take and be able to use it to be able to market anything else, even in a business, right? So now, a little bit of outline of what we're going to be covering today. We'll be talking about setting your Facebook profile into a profile funnel. I'll explain what that means. Okay, setting your profile into public, how to create a mouth-watering offer that your customers cannot say no to, right? And how to, okay, this kind of repetition there. But the thing is that we'll be covering more on actually the real marketing. And then you'll also be able to look at how you can be able to track your sales. Once you've made a sale, how can you be able to do that? So I put the tracking at the end so that we can be able to stay all the way to the end of the training. Now, so creating your Facebook profile into a funnel. I want you to look at your Facebook profile as a business profile. We know that Facebook is a social media platform. And of course, people don't go to Facebook to be able to buy. They go there to socialize. But also at the same time, you need to be able to go there with the mindset of solving people's problems, because the whole idea of a business is not actually making money. Money is important, but the whole idea is solving people's problems. And if you can be able to solve other people's problems, money becomes automatic. So the idea is that go to your Facebook with the mindset of how can I be able to help people who are facing X, Y, Z challenge to help them solve their problem. At the moment you're able to solve their problem, they will automatically be able to give you money, all right? So you need to be able to ascend your customers' relationship from strangers to loyal followers. Now, this is the biggest challenge because almost 90% of the money that you're looking for, almost 90% of the customers that you're looking for, you do not know them yet. They are out there and they're actually strangers to you. So the biggest challenge is that how can you be able to transform these just normal followers or people don't know about you to become fans, people who actually who want your product, want to be able to spend money with you. Now, the fact is that people rarely buy from strangers. I think that's very true. We know that. Even you, if you met someone on the street and they borrowed money from you, like, or maybe they told the 100 to buy this. Most of the time, we don't buy from those people because we feel that you don't yet trust them, right? So we want to be able to have a process whereby you can be able to move people from strangers instead of you being that person who stands on the street to be able to sell a product. You now become an authority whereby people actually come to you to be able to buy from you. That's the mindset we want to be able to use in this training. So they need to know that they can be able to find value in your product, okay? And then when they know that they can be able to find value, when they know that your product can be able to solve their problem, spending money with you actually becomes very, very easy. It's never a challenge at all. Okay, so I mentioned this, that people go to Facebook to socialize, not to be able to buy. So you need to make sure that you're not salesy, actually be social, because it's actually social media. So when you're there, you need to make sure that you're there socializing with people, but also at the same time, you're actually adding value to them, and by so doing, they actually give you money, okay? Now, something else is that people want to be able to relate with others. You know, sometimes we think that being this superhero person, that's the only person that people admire. But one of the things that I've come to learn when it comes to social media market, even in real life, we want people can be able to relate to. I want to associate with Charles because I know Charles, I know he's a real person. Yeah, I know he has got a family. I know he's got kids. So those are the things that you want to be able to relate with. Even you, as you're doing marketing, and I mean we've been doing marketing for all these years. We know that when you relate with a customer at that very personal level, that's when the customer feels that, oh, they can be able to trust you. You're a real person. You actually exist. So the point is that how can you be able to build that relationship that they feel that this is a real person, they are not actually faking anything, they are not even interested in my money, or they're interested in actually helping me and solving my problem. That's what you want to be able to look at. So how do you do that? It just starts with you being able to tell your story, because some of us are actually scared of our stories, because we've all gone through a certain struggle in life. And this is very important. We've all gone through a certain struggle in life. And the biggest challenge is that most of us tend to run away from that struggle. Okay. We've had certain obstacles that stopped us when you're trying to achieve something. But someone said that the obstacle is the way, all right? The struggle that you went through, for example, in the books that you actually market right now, in terms of health, if you have ever gone through a health challenge, if you have ever had a struggle in terms of health, and maybe some of the books that we are actually marketing became a solution for you. That's why I say that the obstacle is the way. The challenge that you actually faced, you can be able to use that as a strength and use that to be able to market. So this is something that which is actually a work in progress. The ability to be able to tell your story, okay? The ability to be able to tell your story, I think that's very important. But now you need to be able to make sure that you can actually tell a story in a way that it gets people interested. It gets people to be able to raise up their hands and want to be able to ask questions. So that's what you're looking at. And that's what you're talking about, creating an offer that people cannot be able to say no to, right? Now, let's look at the steps in creating your Facebook profile funnel. Now, step one is deciding to go all in. One of the biggest challenges that people face is that they say that I'm going to try this and see if it works, all right? But if you just go how to try, I mean to be just try. I once read a story of someone who said that if you tell someone that, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z, and they're like, I will try. Tell them that you didn't ask them to try, you asked them to do that thing. So when you're going to do this, you're not just going to try and see if it works. You're going how to actually make sure that you do it and it works. All right. So decided to go ahead is that decided to burn all the bridges to know that, I mean, if this is the thing you're going to be able to do, then why not give it all your best? Why you should be able to give it half energy, right? So that's step number one. Decide in your mind that this summer, since I'm home, it's quarantine, and lockdowns, you're not able to travel, you can't be able to go to Nairobi and sell books, and after all, we are home. So just decide to go all in this program and be able to give it your best. Whatever it takes, you're going to give it your best and see what you can be able to make out of it. All right. Now, step two is decide what your purpose is. Now, this is very important because unless you actually decide the kind of problem that you're solving, for example, in this case, we know that our books are in terms of health, mental health, physical health, exercise, dieting, nutrition, all those things. So we know that we are helping people solve a problem in the area of health and fitness. And like I said yesterday, there are actually like three, if I can be able to pull, just share something here. I'll pull my whiteboard. So there are actually like three areas that people actually spend money in, all right? So just draw three circles here. Forgive my heart, okay? I draw these three circles here because they're quite related, all right? So people spend money in three areas. Area number one that people spend money in is in the area of health. I'll give it a H, okay? Health. Now, this is an area that everyone is concerned about. So people like, they know that they need to care about their health. So that's very important to them. Number two, the other area that people actually spend money with is wealth, right? Because people know that they need to be able to create wealth. They need to be able to. So that's why people spend so much money buying wealth creation. They spend time buying books in terms of wealth creation. They spend money buying courses in terms of making money online, in terms of online classes on how to be able to make money, how to start a business. People already know that. The same thing applies to health. People buy supplements, all right? People subscribe to weight loss products. People subscribe to keto diets because people know that these are things that, because actually like health affects directly how you feel about yourself. So these are areas that people are actually spending money in. Then the last part that people actually spending money in, we're going to give it a R, and this stands for relationships, because this is very important for people. So we are actually in this area. And now what they say is that because this market is really huge, so you need to be able to choose. So when you start talking about your purpose, you need to be able to get what you call a sub niche in the big market, okay? Because the health market is already huge, but then get a sub niche. Is it about weight loss? Okay. Is it about weight loss? Because people like, not that weight loss, they want to be able to cut weight. Is it about healthy dieting? Okay. Is it about cut down on flesh? Because you need to be able to choose what are you really serving people with. So that's what you're talking about when you say that you need to be able to go all in and decide what your purpose is. All right. So just come back here and click on that. So jump back from the presentation. So decide what your purpose is. Who are you serving? And make that message very clear, because you're going to be using that in the next step. Now, step number 3, set up your profile page for success. I don't know how you're using your Facebook profile, but this is quite important in this process. Since you're going to be using, now, whether you're using Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, whichever platform you're using, because all these platforms can be able to work. But in this presentation, I'm actually focused on Facebook. So when you say that set up your profile page for success, is that you want to make sure that when people come to your Facebook profile, they actually know what you're doing. They actually can be able to discover who are you serving, what kind of problem do you help solve for them, all right? So what I'll do, maybe I just go to step 3. Now, here are a few tips that you need to make sure that you actually follow. Number 1, show your face clearly and close up. I'll show you how you can be able to do that. Then be one where you're smiling and look happy. I mean, just make sure that because people say that we do not have a second chance to make a first impression. So when people come on your profile, they want to make sure that they can actually be able to connect with you one-on-one. Okay, be one that connects with your target audience. So if you sell yoga mats, or maybe one, okay, it's maybe a yoga post or something. I'm using that as an example. Okay, so next you want to make sure that you create your profile cover image and include a call to action. All right. So what I'll do, I'll jump back on my browser. I go to my Facebook account and I'll show you how that looks like. So I go to Facebook. Right. So this is my Facebook account. When you talk about your profile, we actually talk about your Facebook business profile. So I'll just click on Simon, because I want to show you my profile. It's not maybe the best, but to be able to bring the message home, right? So basically my focus for my Facebook is to be able to do social media marketing, okay? And people, this message here tells people that 5 ways to be able to drive quality traffic to your business. Because now, when you talk about traffic, it actually means like customers. That's the whole point of traffic. But I use this because I expect that most people who come to my profile are people who know what traffic is, okay? So here's the thing, that you want to make sure that this profile, you actually create in a way that, one, I mentioned that into our photo, which is a close-up. So such that when people come, they can be able to see that you're a real person. You actually exist, okay? And that's why I put this way, because this is my profile photo, okay? The number 2, this is the cover photo here, up here. Now, this cover photo, you need to design it in a way that it actually speaks a message to your customers. What do you help your customers with, okay? So you help customers solve XYZ. You help customers get healthy materials. And just you see this as an example. But the point is that you need to put a message, what do you help customers with, okay? And then create a cover photo that actually speaks this message. Now, there's something else. You realize that if I put a button here, maybe a finger, which is actually pointing, download the free Facebook marketing mini course. Now, I know that if someone clicks on this cover photo, they'll be brought to this description here, which actually directs them to join my Facebook group, okay? So in a way, when it talks about ascending your customer relationship, that you want people who come to your Facebook, you actually convert them to customers, but you're not actually selling them. Because the biggest mistake you can be able to do is to make a post about the product that you're selling down here and no one comments about it, all right? No one even shares about it. No one is even interested. That's the most disappointing experience. But when you focus on providing value and you actually sell people like you're not selling them, people get interested and want to be able to buy. So how do you do that? Now, when you create this cover photo here, you need to you can, the call to action, you see an example. The call to action could be click on this or click to get a 50% discount coupon code. Now, in that description down here, what you need to be able to put here is the link to what you're promoting. What you're promoting here is InteBooks, for example. So you need to be able to put the link to InteBooks, and then tell them that if you want to be able to subscribe to get 50% discount, use this coupon code. So automatically, the person who comes to a profile, not all of them are going to be able to buy, but automatically the person who comes to a Facebook profile, because they're going to be able to come, because I'm going to be sharing more strategies as we keep going, the person who comes to a Facebook profile, they're going to, they get interested. What is it that this person is selling at? I can be able to get discount. People have discounts, of course. So if they click on that, they'll be brought to this description, and they know that if they click on the link, there's a coupon code. So they copy the coupon code and they'll be able to enroll, right? Hey guys, is this making sense? Let just comment in the chat. Let me know that if this is really making sense. Just comment in the chat. Let me know that it's really making sense. All right. So the thing is that when you're putting your cover photo, you need to make sure that this cover photo actually speaks the message. Now you're probably asking, how can you be able to do that? How can you be able to do the design, graphic design? Do I need to go to a cyber or something like that? No, you don't need to go to a cyber. If you have a computer, I think this is very easy. You can either have a friend help you, or you can be able to use an online application. It's called canva.com. Okay. You can use canva.com. You can be able to use to be able to design anything. But if you come here to canva.com, you sign up, it will be able to bring this option that I want to be able to do a Facebook cover photo. Okay. Cover photo. So if you just do Facebook cover, if that comes there and I click on this, I'll be given the dimensions. So I just need to feed in my information here and I'll be good to go. But if you need help with that, we can be able to connect after this training and I'll be able to do that for you. So in case it gets complicated, don't worry. We offer, I can be able to help you in designing that. It should not be a big challenge. So that's number one. Number two is what you call the description. The description here under your username. Now, some people call it bio, and your bio also needs to speak the same message as Happier, right? So you find that I put a link like the same message, 7-figure CEOs hire me when they need quality traffic. I'm just using this as an example. But the thing is that you can say that I help families enjoying healthy life by reading healthy books, something like that. I'm just picking that off my head. And then put a link here. Because you know that if someone clicks on this, they'll be taken to InteBooks, and then they can be able to come back to for the coupon code and be able to sign up. The whole thing is that your Facebook profile should be able to speak a message. You're not actually selling anyone, but then people know that when they come to you, because what is going to happen is that, for example, if you make the post, there's a post that I shared in the group of once you join a group and you are admitted, actually. This is what I discovered. When I make that first post, I'm saying that, hey, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for admission. And admins, thank you so much for putting me here. I'm here to be able to add a lot of value in terms of health and how to lose weight and how to eat very well. Now, what happens is that as soon as you make that post and it appears in the group, when people see that post, they naturally come to your Facebook. They want to find that, who is this cool person who is so grateful, and actually they acknowledge that they're in the group. And automatically I've been able to get hundreds of people joining my group just because of that. So it's so huge. It's so huge. Okay. So let me jump back to the presentation and be able to continue to the next step. So the thing is that what I just showed you is what you call like a call to action. CTA is a call to action. Like you want your customers when they come, they need to be able to take an action. They need to be able to click something and be able to move to the next level in the customer journey. So this is just another one, just I put here to be able to show you like traffic mastery, 7-figure CEOs earning for cold traffic. Click the link to join the group. So if they click on this, they'll be taken to the description and they'll be able to join the group if they want. If they don't, still no problem. But the thing is that you want to make sure that you are sending the relationship with your customers from one level to the next level, right? Okay, when people visit your personal profile, which they will because you'll be sharing some awesome content, you need to tell them who you are, what you're doing, what you want them to do, and how do you to be able to help them. So the thing is that people need to be able to find that value. People know that if they join a group, they'll be able to get, get a mini course in social media marketing. For you, they know that if they click on the link, they're going to be able to get a 50% discount to be able to have access to healthy books. Okay, so that's the whole concept. Now, step 4 is get your settings right. Okay, setting your profile into public and timeline taggings. Let me just jump back to my profile, and I'll be able to show you that once again. Okay. So jump to my browser once again and just show you that. So when you go to your Facebook account, there's a button for settings. Your Facebook may look different from mine, but if I click on this drop-down menu here, there's an option for settings and privacy. So if you click on that, I'll be brought to settings. And well, there are some cool things you can be able to do here, but I won't be able to dive into that. You can be able to change your username here. You can be able to change your contacts, all that stuff. Now, I want to come to privacy. So if I click on privacy, now you find that there's your activity, who can see your future posts. You edit this into public because sometimes it is only set to friends. So you need to make sure that that is set to public. Then review your all your posts and things you are tagged in. I think this is important for me because I don't want anyone tagging me in pornographic materials. So I make sure that I review everything before it actually goes live. Okay, who can send you friend request? I leave that open to everyone. Then who can see your friend lists? Sometimes people come to your profile to be able to poach for friends. So you can be able to edit this to only you, or maybe you see this, you can be able to click on this and public friends, friends except specific friends, or only me. So I can be able to decide that. Then who can look up using email address you provide, only me. Then who can look up using your phone numbers you provided, you can leave that to friends. Do you want search engine or Facebook to link your profile? Of course, I say yes. So just make sure that those settings are set up that way. Okay. Now, down here on timelines and taggings, I'll click that once again. So I think it's loading, or maybe my computer is hanging, but either way, I think it's coming. So what you want to do is just make sure that you're in control of who can be able to tag you. I think it's just a way of making sure that you're actually taking control of your profile and what, right? So there we go. So timelines and taggings, I'll click on that. Then timelines, who can post on my timeline? I make sure that that is only me, okay? Because if I edit this and can see that friends can be able to target or anyone, only me or friends. Sometimes I've got friends who are not like, yeah. So I make sure that that's only me. Okay. Then who can see what others post on my timeline? You can make it public, or you can be able to push that only me. Allow others to share your post to their stories. I put that on because if I make a cool post, I want people to be able to share that. Okay, so I'll come down here. Who can see posts you're tagged in on your timeline? Only friends or friends. When you're tagged in a post, do you want to add to the audience? Okay, I put that as friends. Then review post you're tagging before the post appears on your timeline. Sometimes someone wants to be able to, like, Simon is in a direct with other 50 friends. I want to make sure that before it becomes public, I actually review that. So that's why I put it that way. I make sure that, yes, I want to make sure that I do those reviews. Now, those are just ways to make sure that you actually protect your Facebook profile from anyone making anything weird on Facebook. Now, that thing you want to be able to do is under public posts. Now, who can follow me? I make sure that this is into public. Now, public post and comments, I turn this into public. Then public post notifications, I put that into public. Then public profile, and make sure that that is actually public. Okay. Then this is about username and linking Twitter stuff, which I think is not really a big challenge. So basically, those are some settings you want to make sure that you have actually done on your Facebook, so that when people actually look for you, they can actually be able to find you. That's what you mean by setting your profile into public, okay? And templates and tagging. Now, step 5, you need to get out there and make some friends, because some of us, when you make posts, we're not actually getting any traction. No one is actually commenting on our stuff. So you need to be able to get out there and be able to make some new friends who are actually interested in your business. So before you can be able to get massive engagement on your post, you need to be able to increase your reach, so that your post will be shown to more people. Because the reason why you're not getting any attention is because enough people are not being shown your post. So if you just really have to grow, then more people have to see your stuff. In order to be able to do that, you need to be able to add more friends. Now, remember that you only have got 5,000 slots, okay? So you have to get as targeted as possible. Don't add everyone, okay? The way to do this is to join groups where your dream customers are, okay? For example, if you're promoting health and fitness product, because those are what you're promoting, you need to be able to look for health and fitness groups, okay? If you're promoting content in terms of art health, you need to be able to look for Facebook groups whereby people actually talk about art health. So when you go to Facebook, you find something like this. Well, let me just jump on my browser now that I'm here, just to show you how you can be able to do that. So once again, this is my Facebook, and yeah, there you go. So if I come to home page and I click on home, a search button will come here. There's a search button somewhere. Okay, so you realize that like I've got a search button here, whereby where is that? So this one here on my top left, I don't know where yours will be on Facebook, but the thing is that use this button here, you can be able to search anything. So for example, I want to be able to look for weight loss groups. I'm using this as an example because I know that the world weight loss, people have tried different diets to be able to lose weight and they have failed. So let me just do it once again, weight loss. So I'll do a search and just take a look at what I'll be able to get, okay? So, and I come down here and to be able to sort the groups, not everything. So look at this. This has got 37,000 members. This has got 379,000 members. This has got 129,000 members. This has got 11,000 members, okay? Intermediate fasting has got 86,000 members. Daily weight loss tips has got 303,000 members. Like all these are people who, not even all of them, assuming that even 10% of these people are actually interested in losing weight, okay? They're interested in changing their diet. I mean, that's a big number. This has got 80,000 members, okay? I just got down a little bit, and you realize that this has got 15,000 members. I'll go down 46,000 members, 36,000 members, 30,000 members, 172,000 members, and at least a smaller percentage of these people are actually interested in what you're solving. They're probably tried another diet, they have failed. So you can actually be able to help them. So what you need to do is to join like 5 groups of people who have got the problem that you can be able to actually help them solve the problem that you want to be able to solve. Okay, so that's basically the thing. That look for 5 to 10 groups whereby people who in those groups you can be able to help them solve a problem. They can be able to become your target customers and become a member of those groups. Now, I just did weight loss, for example, but I could be able to do something else like healthy diet. Actually, I do vegetarian diet. Okay, I'll do vegetarian diet, for example. And let me see if I've never done this. I'm just doing this right here with you guys. Okay. So look at this. Vegetarian and vegan meal inspirations, 43,000. Vegan and vegetarian recipes for beginners, 276,000. A vegetarian diet recipe for healthier you, 131,000. 1,000,000, 22,000, 42,000, 126,000, 7,000, 53,000, 8,000, 89,000, 61,000. Guys, the customers that you're looking for are out there on Facebook. Okay, like guys are out there and they're already communities. All you need to do is to be able to join the groups and become a person of value. Don't think in terms of selling. Now this is very important. Don't think like I'm going to get there and begin selling my stuff. You'll be removed from the group. Think in terms of joining the group and actually becoming a person of value. How do you do that? Now that is the next step that I'm going to be able to go to. Okay, so what is that? So the tips: make a list of 5 to 10 most engaged and relevant groups for your niche and focus your energy and effort in these groups. That's what I just did right now. Start adding value and helping people in these groups. Answer questions and give insights. You realize that when you get this group, people become vulnerable in these communities. People ask about their problems in these communities. Now, you need to be able to do your study. This is not like a quick fix, guys. You need to be able to do your homework, do your study, and be there to be able to answer their questions. Now, when it comes to post content and comments that are helpful, funny or both, okay? Basically get involved and be you. The thing is that if you're talking about, you can be able to read about 5 tips to lose weight, because those are things that people are looking for. And the thing is that the moment you begin being a person of value and doing this every single day, people realize that this person is interested in our growth. And therefore what they do is that they want to be able to find out, who is this person, okay? How can I be able to get to know more about them? And what they do is that they click on your profile, come to your profile, and what do they find? Your profile is actually optimized to be able to sell your program. So like, oh, Kupe can be able to learn more about this, and by subscribing, and automatically you realize that customers start coming on board, right? Now, the more engaged you are in your top 5 groups, people will start to see you as an authority, someone who adds value and can be able to help them, okay? Now, something else you need to be able to do is that you need to be able to add targeted friends. When you join these groups, look for people who are actually, people who are productive, people who are actually leaders in the groups. Connect with those friends, connect with those people, send them a friend request, okay? So the thing is that you need to be able to connect. Now, don't do more than 50, because that will be able to lead into what you call like Facebook jail. They'll be able to block you and you won't be able to have access to your Facebook, okay? The thing is that be active, be you, and be friendly. Connect with people. Connect with people who actually struggle with something. People asking about weight loss. Connect with those people. People asking about diabetes. Send them a friend request. Connect with them. Show them that you can be able to solve their problem, right? Now, step number 6 is something called like priming your Facebook feed. Now, when you talk about priming your Facebook feed, is that on your Facebook, you realize that on your notification, people normally like they're the top first post that Facebook actually brings to you. I'll just be able to show you that briefly, just once again. So if you look at this, I'll just be able to click on home button. All right. And once I come home, you find that there are these posts which will actually be able to appear on top here, okay, on my feed. So what I'm supposed, when you talk about Premier feed, is that you need to be able to engage with this post that actually appear here, simply because these are people who are most likely people you have commented with. Facebook actually does like a bit of analyzation just to find out who are the people that you're interested in. So you need to be able to comment on these people's stuff, engage with them, okay, let them know that you're a real person. And what will happen is that once you comment on their stuff, Facebook could be able to take your post also and be able to show it to these people. So it will be like give and take. Like if you engage with others, Facebook also makes sure that your post will also be able to appear on their profile, and they'll also be able to engage with the post. The thing is that if you're not getting any engagement, simply is because you're not commenting on other people's stuff. The moment you comment people's stuff, Facebook will also be able to show your stuff to other people, right? Now, sorry about that, guys. Now, let's go to step 5. We talked about getting out there and making some friends, right? Now, step 6, we talked about premier feed. Now, step number 7 is posting often. Now, this is very huge because you need to make sure that the product that you're promoting, you actually read. And that's why I would advise that once you start making money, if you can be able to even subscribe for a month and be able to read the books, I think that's very important, because if you can be able to know the content that is inside the books, it will be very good. I know some of us have got these books in our homes. Read the books, get some tips, and share them on social media, okay? So share some value, share some tips, and that's the whole secret, okay? Now, so posting often is very important. Now, step number 8 is making offers every single day. Now, this process won't be of any use if you do not make any sales. And that's why this is very important. Making sure that you make offers every single day. In a daily post, let them know that they can be able to get more by visiting your Facebook profile, because you put it in a way that if they visit your Facebook profile, they can actually be upgraded using your coupon code, okay? So every time someone subscribes, congratulate them on publicly. For example, I'll show you can be able to access that on your back office. So if you have talked to a customer and they have actually subscribed, give them a shout out on your person on your Facebook. Tell them that, hey, I want to be able to congratulate XYZ for upgrading to the InteBooks program, okay, for 1 year. Because why? Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. When people realize that so and so is doing it, they're like, oh, I want to be able to do it too. Okay. So when someone subscribes, give them a shout out, tell them that, hey, thank you so much for subscribing. Go to Facebook. If you can be able to make a post like a post, tell them that I want to be able to congratulate Simon for enrolling for the yearly program of InteBooks. Okay. And post on Facebook. The thing is that people realize that this thing is real. So people are actually subscribing. And what happens is that other people will get interested. Now, this is my challenge for all of us as a team. I know that it's easier to work alone, but I know that when we start doing this and we begin getting customers, you realize that in a day you get a customer. Now, what you do is that make a post and post it. Now, what you can be able to do as a team is that I can take your post and also because they may be my customer, but the thing is that they have done a subscription. So I can be able to use that and say that, hey, so and so has actually subscribed, they have become customers. So congratulations to them. Now, my followers will also be able to see that and they actually get interested and to be able to find out what is actually this. And what happens is that they'll actually be able to become customers. So it's just a challenge that as you get started, you can be able to, when a customer becomes a customer, congratulate them, talk about it on your social media profile. And we as a team, we can also be able to see that, and I can be able to take the same post and be able to use it on my personal profile. And that creates kind of a ripple effect, because they realize that people actually becoming customers, so they also want to be able to become customers. Now, so nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. Share your results with your customers. When you make a sale, thank the customer in public. Highlight what they got and offer others a chance to be able to enroll. Every single day, guys, you have to make an offer. This is your shop, this is your business. You have to be able to open it every single day, okay? Because if you don't open it every single day, there's no you're going to be able to get customers. If you try the first day, the second day you give up, you won't be able to get results. But being consistent, giving feedback, showing people that people are actually taking action, those are the things that are going to be able to make your customers want to get interested, okay? So guys, is this helpful? Are you learning something? Before I move to the next step.
This is nice, man.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Charles.
This is good. Continue, my brother.
All right, so I'll be able to move to the next level. But now I'm going to be talking about doing the tracking. Once you make the offers, you want to be able to find out how many people are actually buying your books, okay? And now that takes us to the back office of InteBooks and how the platform actually works. So I'll be able to go back to my browser, but just before I do that, now this is InteBooks back office. Yesterday I mentioned that you can be able to track your sales, okay? And this is what you call like the back office. So every time you log into your back office, you'll be able to have a platform like this. So you can be able to track your customers, be able to schedule meetings with your customers, be able to access resources, be able to track your reports, then do a financial report, and you can be able to do a bit of settings. So let me just go back there and I'll be able to show you how that works. So I'll go back to my browser. Right, now there's a link. There's a link. Let me see if I can be able to just type that for you. Okay, there's a link. Give me a second. So there's a link. It's called InteBooks. Okay, this is the link, www.intebooks.com. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll be able to give you that link where which you can actually be able to use and have access to your back office. Okay. Just give me 1 second. So the link is interbooks.com /SL, okay, -admin /. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I'm not sure how to make this bigger, but I'll try. So as you can be able to see it. So that's the link, www.interbooks.com /SL -admin /. Okay. Now, once you take this link, and I'll just take this and be able to copy it. I'll copy that, bring it to my browser and paste it there. So to give me the option to be able to sign up. Now, I know that I left so many questions here, but just follow me all the way to the end. Now, you need to be able to have your NBF student email. Okay. Some of us had the one.com. Normally for me, it was a bit easier to be able to achieve that because I back up all my passwords, so I could be able to get that. So most of us had the one.com email. Now, if you don't have that, I think Safelis will be able to provide that to us at a very personal level. So if you don't have, don't worry, don't freak out, okay? Now, this password will also be able to be provided for you by Safelis. But for most of us, our passport number is our password. Now, this is for back office, for tracking your sales, guys. I hope this is making sense, okay? So you'll have a username, use your one.com email, which are given by Mr. Carlos for NBF. Then your password, it will depend. I'm not sure if all of you is for your passport number, but that will be provided by Safelis. But then for most of us, it's actually your passport number. Then you'll be able to get this, then put this, okay, a thing there, then just click on sign in. And I am in, okay? So you'll be able to have this platform here. Let me just show you navigation. There's no money here, but let me just show you because I'm also starting like you guys. Now, the first thing here, you can be able to track your customers. Now, this includes customers who have actually subscribed and customers who are not actually subscribed, okay? So you can be able to see that who are signed up. So every person who actually, like, even they create an account and they don't sign up, you can be able to see them here. Now, if you look at this option of viewing, I'll just choose this account, for example. You can see that the customer name is Elius Simon, is from Kenya, or that, and status, I'm doing a trial, I'm not yet subscribed, but the moment actually the customer subscribe, you see that they have got an active monthly subscription or maybe a yearly subscription. So you can actually be able to track that, okay? Now, I'll be able to click on back once again. Now, there's something else about scheduling, because sometimes you find that customers who have enrolled but they have not scheduled, like they have not yet subscribed. So you can actually be able to schedule a meeting with that customer. So you see this option here of like, you have got a calendar, you can be able to schedule meetings just to make sure that you follow up with the customer and find out when are they going to be able to upgrade, when are they willing to be able to pay for yearly subscription and something like that. Now, so this actually helps you to be able to track your customers. Now, remember I said that yesterday, the point is that get your customers to enroll, even if they're not upgraded right away, just get them to your database. The moment you get them to your database, the thing is that you can easily be able to push them to be able to take action. So that's the main focus, all right? But of course, if you can be able to have them sign up and be able to become customers right away, that's the main focus. Now, let me look at reports. Now, this is basically about transactions. And here you see that I can be able to check on start date. I want to be able to track my sales for June, for example. Okay, so I'll be able to track from June, starting June 1st. And you see that I can be able to track in terms of name or in terms of invoice number, because I'm not sure if there's anything to be displayed here. But then you can be able to use the invoice number or maybe the page name and be able to actually, you'll be able to get a report down here. But what is important is I'll just be able to click on this financial report, because I think they're quite related. Now, in this category here, you can be able to select books in terms of the language that customers bought with. So you can be able to choose in terms of all languages, Espanol, English, French, or Portuguese. Then I'll just be able to select all languages, okay? Select type, and to be able to check you can check in terms of books or in terms of subscriptions, because customers can be able to buy individual books on the platform, or they can just be able to subscribe per month. So I want to be able to do in terms of books, I can choose that. Then now I'll be given the option to be able to choose which book I want to be able to select. So I want to be able to do early juices, just to find out how many of my customers have actually bought this single book, early juices, okay? Then start date, I want to be able to do from January, no, June 1st, all the way to June, that first week, June 6th, okay? Then I click on filter, right? So you find this report down here, this comes out, and you can be able to see the order number, revenue sharing supplements with promo code, revenue sharing supplements without promo code, revenue sharing supplements with promo code percentage. This is your 40%. Revenue sharing supplements with promo code, you also get a percentage there. Okay, then revenue sharing, you can be able to see the book there. And then down here, you get that total revenue per partner. So you can be able to get all these figures. Now, if you have got no figures like this account, it's so difficult to be able to tell. So some of the biggest questions that you're going to be able to have will actually be answered when you've got some money in your account. But as long as you've got no money, it's so difficult to be able to tell, okay? But some of these are some of the things that our staff to be able to do transfers to you for you to be able to get the money, how much money you get after every single sale. So just a bit to be able to make sure that you're tracking your sales, guys, okay? So you can be able to track how many books you have sold, how many subscriptions you've got, between time and what time. So it's very good to be very easy for you to be able to keep track of your progress. Then this is for changing your password. Just in case you've forgotten your password, you can be able to change this the moment you're in here, because if that gives you challenges, just use your other password, new password, and you can be able to change that. So I'll pause there, guys, and I'll take questions. And let me know how if you like it, or yeah. So I'll pause there, I'll stop the sharing, and I'll be able to take some questions from you. Yes, Charles. You can unmute yourselves, then you can be able to, if you've got any question or anything like that, just go ahead and be able to ask the question.
I appreciate for the seminar. It has been very, very educative. And my question, maybe I'll come back to you individually so that we can I can know how to design the cover, the profile cover.
Oh, awesome.
That what? Yes, I can do that privately so that we don't take a lot of time with those people who are busy. They have many things to do maybe today.
Oh, perfect.
But generally, the program has been good. In fact, I've been following even in this admin for the InteBook. I've been following with my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's working. It's very much okay.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you so
So
much, Charles. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the
yeah.
feedback. Yeah. Someone else with another question, kindly. So we take it that some people are satisfied. Eh? Rocky, are you there?
I'm very much present, but my silent means consent.
Oh, awesome. Oh, great. Thank you so much, Daniel. That's a good eye opener on how you can be able to become relevant with current technology. That's very true. Yes. Gideon, you have a question? Hey, Mariam.
Not now, not now.
Yes. Poa sana. Nzuri sana. Niko meeting kidogo. Sasa imagine nikupigie. Okay, I'll be there. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. So, hey, good to see you, Bwana Gideon and Josephat and the whole team.
We have had you a date.
Sorry, guys, I got a call from one of my customers. Sorry about that.
Question, please.
Yes, Oriema, you have a question all the way from Uganda.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Simon. How are you today?
We're good.
My concern is about how are we, the mode of payments.
Mm-hmm.
Did not talk about it. If a customer is willing to pay, how is he going to pay the money to the seller like us?
Now about the amount of payment, let me just be able to share a little bit of that. Now, for example, if the customer wants to be able to enroll, the moment that you've sent them the link, okay? You've sent them the link and they've actually enrolled, they'll be given an option to be able to upgrade. So what I'll do is that I just click on this, I'll be able to click on login, and then so just log in and show you how it works. So I'm in already. Now you realize this option that I can be able to enroll per month or maybe per yearly. Assume me that I want to be able to choose the yearly subscription. I click on that and I'll be prompted to go to payments. Now, they are allowed to use their bank cards, okay? They're allowed to be able to use their bank cards. So I can be able to use card holder's name, email, card number, expiry month. So it's like the way you pay for something on Amazon or any other subscription. So the process is actually automated. I think it's an automated process. So just let them go to the option of upgrade and it will be charged automatically in the account.
Thank you.
Geoffrey, that makes sense, eh?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Any other question, guys?
Hello,
Yes.
Kilonzo.
Yes.
This is Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon, yes.
I'm asking, you've gone through the Facebook group and etc.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Gideon. Just go ahead.
Are you getting me?
Yes, yes.
Hello, Alonso.
Yeah, we can hear you, Gideon. Go ahead. I think, yes, Gideon, you can hear
Set
us.
the Facebook profile so that you at least you can be able to share with the people.
Yes.
Can you do it in the normal Facebook that you have? Or
Yeah, I think that question came up yesterday. It's true that you can be able to use your personal profile. Some people are like, they want to be able to create a new profile, but then you don't have to create a new profile. You can just use your existing profile and be able to use that. For example, for me, I didn't change my profile. I just used what I had. But some people prefer creating a new Facebook account. So if you like that, well and good. But if personally, I will use my personal profile.
Point taken.
Awesome, awesome. Let me just see. I see that there's a comment. Just click on that. Let me see. Okay. Please, Simon, share the presentation. I came in late today. That's okay. Okay. So I'll be able to share the presentation after this, right? So guys, I think that's it. I think that was so awesome. Tomorrow we're going to be finishing the training. It will be just like a summary of most of the things. But my challenge is that let us go out there and be able to take action. All that you've learned today, if we don't take action in it, we'll be able to forget, okay? I know that you've got our own strategies of doing it, but the thing is that this is what's working in the market. So let's go out there, let's take action, and I wish you so much success. Carlos requested me that you can be able to pray for the program in Norway because of the strategies that they're working on for the coming years. So with that, I'll request Gideon to please pray for us. Remember to pray for canvassing in Norway next year, and also to pray for this program that is happening this summer.
Okay, let's pray. Our kind and loving Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for holding of this program through the online process. Thank you for our able Elias.
Amen.
Right. So thank you so much, Joshua.
Elias.
Gideon, thank you so much. Yes.
You okay.
Bye.
Yes, Johnson, you have a question? Right?
Can I pose a question, leader?
Yes, Elvis.
Do we have a recorded? Have you recorded? How are we going to have this access to today's meeting?
Yeah, it's available. We have recorded this training, so it will be available to all of us after this session. So I'll be able to share it in the group.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was busy somewhere, so I've missed out something.
No problem. No problem.
You can also try to maybe you just check on my number there, HD. You just send me your a greeting, private greeting, then I'll be able to ask some few questions.
All right.
My ID there is HD.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. I think that's it. I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making this afternoon so amazing. Thank you for taking your time. Be blessed. I know that we are international. We've got guys from all the way from Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania. You guys are so amazing. So I wish you a very good day. Let's meet tomorrow for the climax. And then you can be able to take all the other questions that you've got tomorrow. So God bless you so much and have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
God bless you too for the program.
Thank you so much, Brother Elias.